My name is Mike Schaefer. I'm the fire chief for the Verdigris Fire Protection District, and I'm also a communication specialist for Oklahoma Task Force 1 out of Tulsa. We're here today. We're actually doing a communications technician course here at Owasso Fire at their Public Safety Training Center, and we're expanding our knowledge upon the communications world and learning from industry experts of how to better our skills and our knowledge set in the communications discipline.
I'm Jared Linthicum. I'm with the Owasso Fire Department. I'm battalion chief here. And we are hosting, have the luxury of hosting a CommT course, which is a communication technician course. And it allows us to kind of bridge the gap between our responders that go to large-scale incidents and in some capacity have to set up and troubleshoot communications. Because we're allowed to train some of our members to support our local response teams in communications at that technical level.
Communications aspect of Task Force 1 and deployments to things like hurricanes, national disasters, as well as in-state can be multiple disciplines, from law enforcement to you're basically putting together unlike assets for a common goal. So in a nationwide response to hurricanes or any type of natural disaster, you can be trying to put together a plan that you can get communications and data across multiple disciplines through multiple different communication systems and networks. And ultimately that's the communications technician's job, is to try to facilitate the exchange of information and voice.
Here locally, we have resources and understanding, technically speaking, to communicate immediately with other agencies. We have the folks that are trained internally that can write the plan for what it will take to execute that. And as we all know, in the lessons learned in disasters, communication is always at the very top. And we hope to bypass that, to make it less of any future difficulties. At a tactical level, for firefighters, it's kind of easy. We train, we drill, some of us are members of the USAR team. We have those connections, we have those relationships to work within that structure. But from a technological standpoint, that is often overlooked in fire departments, in the sense that we have a job, and this is kind of in and of itself another job. So when it comes to working with other agencies, the awareness of the procedures that take place as it relates to using radio frequencies and meshing well with other types of radio equipment, just knowing that from the get-go and having that set up as you go to a large-scale incident is huge for us.
In today's society, you can see examples of what a communication technician would work with in a normal job assignment. If you walk into a normal residential home, you've got Wi-Fi networks, you've got wired networks for data, you've got sometimes satellite TV, you've got hardwired phone systems. Data and voice is such a huge component of everyday citizens' lives, but we don't always know how they work or how to stand them up or what happens in the event of a natural disaster that may interrupt those services. And the communication technician can go out and oftentimes stand these networks up, stand these different lines of communication up where there is no structure or there is no network available, and create those lines. And it's even going further now to where the ability for somebody to operate on a cellular phone or something like that, they don't know the inner workings or how it works, but everybody's got one. And it's the same way on scene. We've got radios, we've got cell phones, we've got computers, and we need to be able to connect those and be able to share voice communications, be able to share data. And the communications technician is responsible for ultimately everything that happens behind the scenes to put that all together.